Alright, so welcome back to another ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 character rehab guide. With me, Andre Lambert. We're going to be dealing with Spencer today. So I'm going to take you guys through his normals, specials, some movement tips, assists, and supers, and a brief advanced section because this guide is for beginners. So his standing L here is chainable and is used as his primary rushdown tool and can also be used as an anti-air. His crouching L is a low, so you can use that when you want to open up your opponent. The standing M here has great range and a large hitbox, so use that as a counter hitting poke. His crouching M looks like an anti-air, but it's not. Use it at your discretion because it doesn't really have a use outside of just being a button. Standing H here is a great anti-air and has great range. His crouching H, as you saw, puts the opponent in a slight juggle state where you can continue to combo from. His standing S here, which is a launcher, has really far range and can be used as an anti-air. Now, this forward C command that you're seeing here, which is Spencer's overhead, can be linked into Armor Piercer, which is a special move I'll be getting into later. So use that overhead to trick your opponent when they're ducking your crouching L way too much. As for Spencer's air-to-airs, he has Jump L, which is also good for counter hitting your opponent because it's a quick air normal. He also has Jumping M, which is a counter hitting normal within the air, and he also has C and S, which have very large hitboxes, and you can use this with your grapple wire maneuverability to hit the opponent and cross them up. Alright, so taking a look into Spencer's special moves, you first have the wire grappler, which can be done by quarter circle L, M, or H. The M version going diagonal, the H version going upwards, and the L version going forward. They have 3 different follow-ups with L, M, or H. The L version will cause a knockdown, the M version will actually cause a wall bounce, and the H version will drag the opponent into you. The wire grappler itself does have some projectile durability to it, and it can grab through projectiles. As you can see here, I'm just giving you a demonstration of the different angles that the wire grappler can cover by pressing M or H, and even L. Now, Bionic Bomber here is an OTG capable special move. If this is done in the air during an air combo close to the corner or close to the opponent, it will drag them down for multiple hits all the way down to the ground, and you can continue a combo from there. Armor Piercer is a weird physical attack hitting move. The closer you are to your opponent, the faster it comes out. 2 frames, I believe, but do not quote me on that as I do not know the frame count for it. But if you're furthest away from your opponent, it will come out slower. His command grab, Jawbreaker, has various different effects. The L and M version will grab you on the ground, the H version will grab opponents in the air, and you can do a special 1-frame follow-up with the M and H version by pressing M or H after the Jawbreaker connects. Okay, so taking a look into some of Spencer's assists, which he only has 3, like the rest of the cast, you have Wire Grappler L. I don't know why I said H shot just now, but Wire Grappler L with the H command drags you in, and if you have an OTG capable move, you can follow up a combo from there. Now, the M slant shot has the H follow-up as the assist. So as it drags the opponent in, you can follow up with a combo, but this has to be done instantly as it only will capture the opponent for a certain number of frames. Now, his third assist is Armor Piercer. It does a ton of damage and will wall slam the opponent. The only thing is, it will not come out at its quote-unquote 2, 3, 1-frame speed. It will only come out as if it were far away from the opponent. So keep that in mind when using that assist. So before I move on to Spencer's hypers, I'd like to give you guys some quick movement tips. Now, Spencer actually has a grapper maneuver that is outside of his special, the special quarter circle forward L, M, and H. This one can be done by pressing S and then any one of the following attacks. Now, you can either go forward, down, you know what? It's an 8-way dash, so you can use this as a tool to get in. It does count as a hit if it touches the opponent, and they will have to block it. It also causes a slight amount of stun. So use this as the way to get in, mix it up with your command grabs, and Spencer doesn't exactly have the greatest wave dash, so use that. So let's examine some of Spencer's hypers. You have the Bionic Arm packing a ton of invincibility. It's really quick, and it's a one-hitting hyper, so it does a ton of damage. And you have the Bionic maneuvers right here, and you'll be using this to end off combos with, and you can also pick your opponent up after. Okay, so just take note in the first combo with Spencer, just be careful to how many standing jabs or how many hits the opponent was actually, you know, just watch your number count because of hit deterioration, or that OTG won't connect at that part. And you kind of want to be as far away as possible after you grappler them so that you can catch the armor piercer correctly. Now, in order for you to do the first part of that combo in bread and butter number 2 and 3, which you'll see in number 3 just now, you have to actually do the jump fierce as early as possible after the launcher. Then you kind of want to just delay the grappler a little bit, and then even delay the fierce going downward just a bit more so that you can reach the ground and perform Kurtasoko forward H as closest to the ground as possible. And press A immediately. Don't try to hit confirm it unless you get really good at it, of course. But again, it's like I said, this guide is for beginners. So all you intermediate and advanced guys probably don't need to be watching this. So some great assists that go with Spencer that overall form a team that help him out is the Tatsumaki from Akuma. Why? It pins you down and has a ton of frame advantage on block, so it allows Spencer to get in with his wire grappler maneuver. Trish's low voltage comes out crazy slow, so you'll never know it's coming out at you. It's like I said before, drones make anybody look like a celebrity overnight. And Hawkeye and Dr. Doom go without saying. Straightforward, tons of durability, helps Spencer cover the ground while he covers the air. So here we have the advanced section for Spencer, some positioning and tactics that you beginners can use. So it'll help you better your overall game or give you a small idea of how the character is supposed to be played. Now with Spencer, the ultimate idea is to stay close. You don't want to be from far, you don't want to be mid-screen. You don't even want to be, back there. Even if the opponent has better footsies or faster limbs than you, you don't want to be full screen. That's not where you want to be, because even the bionic arm is weak at that range. You want to use bionic arm up close. That's where it's actually most effective because it can come out instantly. That's where Spencer is mostly a threat. That's why he has a command grab. That's why he has an overhead. You also use the wire grappler that I told you about that helps him maneuver around the screen so that you can use that as a sort of footsie tool. Your limbs can't win, so you use that from, safe distances, not mid-screen. You actually use it up close from limbs to initiate combat. And you use it in conjunction with a high beam durability assist to back up Spencer so that he can get in safely. Now, that overhead is safe on block. I'm not saying it's safe as plus. I'm pretty sure it's like -1, -2, something not punishable to the cast. So do watch out though, because if someone X factors you while you do it, there'll be nothing to save you from that. Also remember that at normal jump height, Spencer can get in, call out plasma beam, or Hawkeye arrows, or Trish's low voltage like I said before, and then he can initiate combat by crossing you up with C or S. So here's what we learned today about Spencer. His positives, and we're going to go through some of his negatives. He's a one-hitter quitter. If this character touches you, you're probably dead. He has amazing rushdown. I'm telling you, just use a wire grappler. Just do it. Just go in. Just like I told you to do shield skills, just do it. He has an invincible hyper that's crazy fast, a command grab, and easy hit confirms. His only negatives is that he's not a threat full screen. And that is it. That's why I told you, just stay in with him. Stay in and go nuts. Go crazy. I can't believe I have to give advice like that, but that is how the game has evolved. Like I said, this guide is for beginners, so please, intermediate, advanced players, if you have any comments about it, please make them helpful comments. Don't criticize, and thanks for watching. See you guys later.